Hi there, I'm Graham Codrington from FutureSmartParent.com. This past weekend, I was reading an article in the New York Times Sunday Review by Pamela Paul, the book review editor, and she called it "Let Children Get Bored Again." And I think she's 100% correct. You see, when our children say to us, "I'm bored," we tend to take it as a personal insult, and we jump into action to try and fix the problem for them, as if boredom in children is actually a problem. Pamela reminds us that actually being bored is part of life. If you don't know how to be bored, you're not going to do well at adulting. There are many parts of our lives as adults that are boring, and children need to learn how to deal with boredom. They need to realize that boredom is not something that is a problem for somebody else or some external force outside of them to solve, but it actually is something that they need to deal with, and in fact is a wonderful opportunity. And this is where I think Pamela really gets to the heart of what we as parents, future smart parents, can actually do. Let me read from her article. She says, "Once you've truly settled into the anesthetizing effects of boredom, you find yourself en route to discovery. With monotony, small differences begin to emerge between those trees, these sweaters, or whatever. This is why so many useful ideas occur in the shower. When you're held captive to a mundane activity, you let your mind wander and follow it where it goes. Of course, it's not really the boredom itself that's important. It's what we do with it. When you reach your breaking point, boredom teaches you to respond constructively, to make something happen for yourself. But unless you are faced with a steady diet of stultifying boredom, we never really learn how. The idea isn't that you suffer through crushing tedium indefinitely. It's that you learn how to vanquish it. This may come in several forms. You might turn inward and use the time to think. You might reach for a book. You might imagine your way to a better job, a better life. Boredom leads to flights of fancy, but ultimately to self-discipline and to resourcefulness. I think she's got this spot on. We as parents need to stop seeing boredom as a problem that we as parents have to solve and start pushing it to our children to say, you solve this for yourself. Give them something to do. Give them options, or just tell them to go outside and sort it out for themselves. Don't be scared to let your children be bored. Don't throw a device at them either. Pamela has a wonderful phrase. She talks about leaving our children to their own devices. Yes, the screen device, the smartphone in their hand. She said that would be a problem as well. It isn't just about throwing screen time as a solution for boredom, but allowing our children to really get creative, enjoy play, or just sit there in boredom and let their minds take them on flights of fancy. We need to do this as parents. If we're going to be future smart, we need to teach our children how to deal with boredom for themselves and how to use boredom to trigger imagination, curiosity, and flights of fancy. Next time your children say, "I'm bored," don't jump into action as if they have criticized you. Rather see it as a teachable moment and let them enjoy the boredom. You might want to do the same as a parent. Find some time in your life to just do nothing, to breathe, to be bored. Wouldn't that be a dream? Please share this video with your friends. Help them to think about being future smart parents. And for more resources like this, go to FutureSmartParent.com.